Hello, here are three cards for the 26th and the 27th, and they are all major arcana, and they are the High Priest, the Tower, and the Magician. It's a miracle. 3 out of 3 major arcanum may not be a miracle technically or officially, but if these two people we see in the center falling from the lightning-stricken tower live through this moment, they'll be believers for sure. This is an interesting and esoteric picture. The first thing one would notice about the old traditional pope and the younger, faster magician in the olden tarots is that they both point heavenward with their right hand, the white-gloved hand of the pope pointing 2 fingers up and 2 down, as above, so below, and the magician holds a white wand in his right hand, which he or she also raises to the sky. This card can mean anything that falls from the sky. Major arcana are turning points in life, they say, and this would be an interesting reincarnation. In Salvador Dali's deck, he himself is El Mago and may have been a high priest in a previous life. The old orthodox-looking white-bearded priest painted in the style of the old masters, heavily draped in rich gilded sacramental robes, is solemn and serious. By the book is the energy of this immovable Taurian high priest who holds a book in his lap, and Dali famously had issues with authority and moral, social, religious, and creative restrictions. "We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them," said Einstein. So, by the book is the way things have been done and the way you were taught to do them. But this is the card of the establishment. This could have been a person, a father or mentor or religious figure. There are usually 2 supplicants who kneel before the Pope, possibly getting married, as this card can and does represent marriage in the traditional sense. Whatever or whoever the Pope represents, it's a big part, or was, of your own identity, your own religion, or your family. Conforming. The Pope is very simply a patriarchal system, to say the least. This is a card of shock and awe and hurts 99% of the time. This is a hard fall and one hell of a woke moment. This could literally be a fall, but more likely a painful revelation. Dali's tower is not one of crumbling stone, but rather a generic concrete shape and a falling shard of wood. There is a great scene in the film Little Ashes about young Dali, Federico Garcia Lorca, and other iconic characters of the time in which the eccentric art student appears before the board of directors of the art school to present a sculpture, which is harshly criticized by the panel of poker-faced professors. Dali, appalled, sends the piece crashing to the floor with a dramatic flourish. In fact, in my favorite year, 1922, Salvador entered the San Fernando Academy of Art in Madrid. 1923, Dali is expelled for 1 year from the San Fernando Academy for criticizing his lecturers and causing dissent amongst the student population. Oh, God. So here he is, pasted into the scene of his own card, seated at a table upon which there are amulets representing the elements over which he has mastered. Air, earth, fire, and water, although Dali being Dali, it's hard to tell what these weird things are except for the personal touch in the form of the famous melting clock seen here dripping from the table's edge. Unlike the Pope, who is usually found set in stone in a place of worship, Dali the magician is under an open latticework of arches exposing an otherworldly blue sky as red-orange flames seem to lick up around the building. In many of the cards from Dali's deck, he illustrates in various ways the feelings of persecution and criticism from the outside. In Dali's tarot, he is not the outsider. Everyone else is. The magician is number 1 of the major arcana and almost more power than we may feel we can handle, but handle it we must. The magician is an expert at whatever it is they do to the point of making the rest of us, mere mortals, feel less than. And, like Salvador, you've outgrown or maybe disillusioned with something or someone that had a huge influence on you. But you're now breaking away and ready to make something amazing happen. Plato said, the student surpasses the master.